Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Outside the Pulpit with Coach. Thank y'all for watching the videos. Thank y'all for chiming in. Thank you for liking and sharing. Because I'm on 3 different platforms. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And the YouTube is growing. The subscribers are growing. And I have a little trouble with the Facebook sometimes. But the YouTube, it posts pretty easy. But the Facebook, like I said, I had trouble with it trying to figure it out, but it's a learning process. And I think more people are looking at the Facebook and the Instagram than they are the YouTube. But everything's got its own category, everything's got its own place. And it's going to do what it do. And I'm just trying to reach as many people as I can. Not doing it trying to get my name out there, anything like that. I'm 61, soon to be 62 years old. And I've come to the point in my life where I'm going to do what I can do for God, and wherever I can do it at, be it on here, be it in the church, in the streets, either which makes me no difference. As long as I can get out what He gives to me, share the Word of God with people, reach out to the least, the last, and the lost, even encourage the preachers out there. I've had a couple of preachers to reach out to me and said, "Hey, do you care if I borrow it?" I said, "No, I don't care." I said, take it and run with it. I said, because you'll reach people that I don't reach. Because we all in this to get people saved, change lives, get them going in the right direction. You know, my pastor told me a long time ago, he said, you can reach people that I can't. And it took me a long time to figure that out. But once I got a grip on it, I said, yeah, okay. And I'm an outgoing person. I talk to everybody. I don't meet no strangers wherever I go. And that's just what I do. That is me. I'm not pretentious. I'm not I'm not all of that. I'm not all about me. I'm all about Jesus and what He's done for me. Because whatever He done for me, He can do it for you. And I promise you, if you trust and believe in me, He'll do it for you. Now, I got a little bit I want to talk about this morning. 1 Peter chapter 5, and dealing with the scriptures 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah. And it's talking. I'll break it down. Now, if I was going to preach it, I'd preach it a whole different way than I talk to y'all. Y'all get the condensed version of a preached message. And I think I may do some preaching on here, may set my thing up and go the whole thing. But if I do that, I'm going to do that as a live. This is taped. This is just, you can listen to it in the car on the way to work. While you're cooking supper or whatever, you can pull it up, listen to it. And I just want you to be encouraged. But one thing that the Bible does, that this scripture talking about, said, humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God, that He may exalt you in due time. And I can do a whole lesson on that. Humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God. Stay humble. Stay humble. Because God's not a fan of people that are boosting themselves up, that are pumping their own, blowing their own whistle, ringing their own bell. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, somebody else is going to do it. God will put somebody out there to get you some credit. If you're looking to receive credit for something, God will make sure you get all the credit due to you. That's why it says that in due time, He may exalt you in due time. Well, see, if you're doing things for the right reason, then God will get you, He'll get you seen. You'll get recognized, but you got to stay humble, and you got to be patient, and you got to wait. Because if you're doing it to be recognized, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. And I'll throw this out there. If you a minister, you a preacher, you a pastor, and you doing it for likes, shares, and to be seen, if you're trying to do it to be famous, then you're wrong. You're gonna get your reward right here on this earth. That same pedestal that them people put you up on, they're gonna knock it out from under you. As soon as you don't do what they want you to do, they're gonna cut your feet out from under you. But if you do the right thing for the right reason, God's gonna take care of you. And I'm telling you right now, you may be on a job that you don't like, but you do that job with the best of your abilities, and you do it for the right reason. Number one, you're doing it to get paid. And you do the best job you can so that God gets the glory out of everything you do. Don't grumble, don't complain. If you're going to grumble and complain, get in the car and do it on the way home. Complain to yourself. Get home and complain in the mirror. We all have something we have to do. We get aggravated sometimes. We all get frustrated. That is true enough. We get aggravated with life. We get aggravated with people. We get aggravated with situations. And most of it is we get aggravated over things that we have no control over. And that's that. My grandmother had that prayer up in her room, that God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change and know the difference between the two. Things that you have an influence that you can affect, then you affect it. You work on it. But things you have no control over, pray about it. Pray about it, let it go. Do what you're supposed to do. And that's all you can do. And cast all your care upon the Lord. That's what it says to do. He cares about you, and he's concerned about what you're concerned about. But you stay humble, and you cast all your cares on him. Whatever concerns you, take it to him. Don't just let it stew in your brain. Like we're sitting out here talking right now. Get you your secret spot, wherever you go pray, in the woods, on the boat, in the car going down the road. Yeah, people going to look at you like you crazy. Especially if you got the window down at the red light and you talking to God. But that's okay. You getting your time in. Get your time in with God. Tell him what concerns you. Tell him what's bothering you. And it says cast all your care. Everything that's concerned. If you're worried about your children, tell him. If you're concerned about your relationship with your wife or your husband, tell him about it. If you're concerned about your relationship with him, let him know. He'll put somebody in your pathway to help guide you and lead you. That's what pastors are for. That's what missionaries are for. That's what teachers are for. To help you get to that next level. And I'm just encouraging you right now just to trust him and believe in him. And stay humble. Nobody wants to be around somebody that's puffed up all the time. I promise you they don't. That humble guy, that quiet guy or woman, people tend to want to be around you because you have a good spirit. They say you have an excellent countenance. That means that you ain't whining and complaining all the time, and you're a pleasure to be around. And if you worry more about uplifting other people than yourself, then guess what? God's going to take care of you. But you got to be on guard all the time. Verse number 8 said, be sober and be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, is as a roaring lion, walking around seeking whom he may devour. You got to keep your head on the swivel. You got to be watchful. Watch where you go. Watch who you hang out with. Watch the conversations that you entertain. Be either at home, at church, on the job. And don't entertain foolishness. Don't allow somebody's character to be assassinated. All have sinned to come short of the glory of God. And if you be honest with yourself, look in the mirror, and we probably done worse than the people that they're talking about. But just that they don't know about it yet. But the devil, his job is to take you down. And his job is to embarrass you. Especially if you're living for God. He puts you in situations that he can make you look like you're a hypocrite. If I say, be careful where you go, be careful who you hang around with, and definitely be careful who you tell things to. Be very, very careful who you confide in. Everything that you know, everything you've been through, everything you do ain't for everybody. That's why you go to God in secret, and he'll reward you openly. You pray for those who are against you. Pray for those who despitefully use you. And if you have a spirit of discernment and you know those who are for you and those who are against you, pray for them. But when you know who the enemy is, it says, be your adversary, the devil. He's gonna throw people to you. He won't come all the time himself, but he's gonna send somebody else. There are certain people that get on your last nerve. certain people that irritate you. Well, guess what? You're going to have to spend a lot of time with them. Until you can fix what's wrong with you, he's not going to move them. But when he realizes they don't bother you anymore, then they'll move on to the next thing. But once you know who the enemy is, don't partake with them. You know, some people, you have to work with some of them. You even have to go to church with some of them. People that mean you no good, that try to use you. You pray, you do what you're supposed to do, and let God deal with the rest. Because I promise you, if you remain steadfast in the faith, knowing, it says, knowing that the same afflictions accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. Guess what? The same thing that you're going through, other people are going through. Everybody don't talk about it. Some people quietly deal with their issues. They pray about it, they give it over to God, and they keep on kicking. Now, if you going through these afflictions, certain things everybody gonna deal with. Everybody gonna have to deal with death. Everybody gonna have to deal with losing a job. Everybody's going to have to deal with losing family members. There's certain things that you're going to have to deal with. There are going to be illnesses and sicknesses that come upon your body. You're going to have to deal with it. There are certain people that you're going to have to deal with, whether you want to or not. You're just going to have to deal with them. But everybody has that. Everybody has those things they have to deal with. But it's how you deal with it, how you handle it. If it's an affliction, an illness, trust in God. Some afflictions and some illnesses we have, they are brought on by lifestyle habits that we do, that we partake in. Sometimes we cause ourselves and want God to fix it. And sometimes he will, sometimes he won't. That's called the sovereignty of God. But if you put an effort to make a change, then God will allow the change to happen. Well, I believe that's all I got for you at this moment in time. We've gone way past, went 12, almost 13 minutes. Well, I pray that you got something out of this today. And, if you liked it, like it, make a comment. Are you on Facebook? Make a comment. YouTube, make a comment. Instagram, make a comment. Like, and if you really liked it, share it with somebody else. You hit that little arrow button and send it to somebody else that may not be on, may not see it. But there's going to be more coming. I don't know when. I'm just going to post them as I get an opportunity, because I'm so busy, got so much going on. So I'm just going to post it when I can post it. And like I said, I'm going to do some live. I'm going to do some preaching. But it's going to be a live preaching. So just hit your subscribe buttons on there, your notification button, so when it comes on, that you can check it out. I don't know how all that stuff works after the live is over with. I don't know how long it stays or whatever. But we're going to let it do what it do. It is what it is. And just remember, love y'all, and anything you can do about it. Hope to see you in church sometime. Have a good one.